doing? Hold on.
All right. This is our basic maintenance and tutorial on how to ride and how to be safe while riding and how to maintain your bikes. As you can see, this doesn't happen a lot, but Casey's bike is cleaner than mine. So first step, we're gonna start by washing my bike. Time to wash this beauty. All right, cut. We might need a higher pressure hose. I think I let the dirt sit too long. So when you're maintaining your equipment, you should wash it the day you ride and not 4 days later. All right, so I just got done cleaning the plastics in the top side of my bike, but you really gotta make sure you clean this bottom side. There's a lot of excess dirt, and dirt means weight. So make sure to put your bike on its side. And if you have a carbureted bike, make sure you turn off the gas or you'll flood that thing. All right, so I just got done washing my bike, and it turns out Casey's bike has a slight problem, but that's okay because that's what we're here to fix in this video. As you guys can see, these clamps are a little bit off. So that when the bars are straight, they're not straight. Like when the wheel is straight, the bars are not. So we're gonna try to fix that real quick. The go-to trick did not work. We're gonna have to end up loosening these bolts apparently. We're gonna start by loosening these clamps. Okay, it seems as these bolts have a little bit of corrosion. Maybe that Loctite that you shouldn't put on these bolts. I don't know what that is really. A little bit sticky there. All right. Next step. Do you think we should take the bars all the way off or just try to see? Okay, so we did the slamming the bar trick and we did it too much, so we gotta go back the other way.
She's dialed.
She's dialed. All right. I like to hear that.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, he says. See if this guy's ever ran a T-handle in his life. You got the torque spec for that or what?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Gotta throw the bar pad back on there. That's safety right there.
It doesn't go back on.
Oh, it doesn't go back on. I don't know what he needs. Sometimes it's good to watch your buddies struggle at things that are really simple.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Got her good. Look at that. Little love taps. All right, so before you get to riding, a lot of people skip this part, but you need to do your maintenance. You need to make sure everything's greased. Front axle needs to be greased. That tire needs to spin, all right? Back axle needs to be greased. Both of them, both these bikes, it's already dialed, all right? We don't mess around. We get our maintenance done. Second step, you don't want to check your spokes. When you're sending it off 250-foot doubles, going 100 feet in the air, throwing fat whips, these things are gonna come loose, all right? We don't got no factory machines. You wanna go over, make sure they move a little bit, that way they're not too hard, but they can't be super wiggly. Actually, it looks like yours are pretty good. Yeah, mine are pretty good too, actually. Actually need to check your chains. All right, come on. This chain, terrible. Throw this thing out, put it in the trash. You need a new one. That'll run you $134, all right? You can tighten it, yes, which you should do. Almost after every ride or every couple rides, depending on how old it is. But what you don't want is this side-to-side movement. You want it to be able to go like 3 fingers, but I could fit 4, so it's a little bit loose. So we could slide this back a little bit and tighten it. But this chain is pretty much done because it moves side to side. That's kind of a big telltale when you're checking your chains. You don't want the side-to-side movement. That's really not good for it. So we bring you over here. Mine, I can also fit 4 fingers. I do need to tighten it. Haven't tightened this thing in 4 rides. I'm slacking. But my side-to-side movement, way less. If you see this, and you come over here, you see this. Not good. Yeah, let's get into what you need to be wearing while you're riding. All right, here we have Casey all geared up. Say what's up.
What's good?
All right, basic necessities you guys need before you go out to the track. You need boots. It'll save your ankles. You need them. Pants, you also need long pants. You can't go out on the track riding in shorts. Which brings me to my next point. You need long sleeves. Give us a little 360. Yep, you need long sleeves. And a helmet, which Casey's got a pretty nice one of those on. Let's see that thing. Whew. All right. Gloves are not actually needed, but I would highly recommend them. And goggles. You do need eye protection at all times. Can't risk hurting those eyes. Yeah, so I'll show you. We'll cut this out. We'll cut this. All right. We're going to show you some form and what you need to know how to operate the bike before you ride it. All right, we're going to start by showing you guys some bad form. This is what you don't want to do while you're on the bike. You don't want these elbows down. You're going to be going over bumps. Your arms are just going to be dead. All right, put your heels out, Casey. Put your heels out real quick. Or like point your toes outwards. Yeah. Don't want your toes out. That will not help you grip the bike. Not good. All right. Now we're going to do what you need to be doing while you're on the bike to stay safe and keep others safe. All right. This is the form I love to see. These elbows are up. Keep you in a strong attack position. Good straight posture. Toes are tucked in. Now, what this will do is help you grip the bike with your knees. Casey, let's have you stand up. Yep. Great. All right, see how his toes are pointed in? That automatically brings his knees into the bike for more grip. You don't want to grip with your hands as much as your legs. So really, you're just holding onto this thing with your legs. Casey, let's point those toes out real quick. As far as you can. Yep. All right, see this? That opens up a gap between the bike, and that's just really flimsy. He's going to fall right off. All right, point those toes back in. All right. See how his chin is at the bar pad? That is perfect for the acceleration position. As you accelerate, you want to drive your head forward to help you stay on that bike, or else you're going to get ripped off the back. Let's see. All right. Drive your chin forward. If I try to push him back, he's stable. He's not moving. Casey, move back. Look at that. Right off the back of the bike. That is not what you want. You just want to keep that head forward, at least level with this bar pad. All right, we're going to go over cornering and what to do once you get to those corners.
What a lot of people do after they first start riding is when they try to hit a corner, they'll stay farther back on the seat and barely put their leg out like that, or even farther down, just different stuff like that. You don't want to do that because that's going to be really easy to tear your ACL, just hip muscles, just all this stuff, all this different stuff. Because if you have your leg down here and you barely dab your foot, it's going to hurt a lot and you're going to mess up a lot of different things.
It's just going to rip that leg right back.
Yeah, and so the smarter way to do it is when you see a corner coming, get into race posture, move up farther on the seat, and then get your leg out as far up as you can like this.
And point those toes in. Make sure your toes are pointed in as far as they can and as high as you are up right there. Should be at the top of the plastics, just like Casey, doing a perfect example.
And also when you're turning, you don't exactly want to turn the bars. I can't really do it right now. You don't want to turn the bars though. You want to have more of a lean angle and just lean the bike over like this instead of trying to turn the bars, because if you turn the bars, bad stuff will happen.
Very true. All right, now we're out here on my track, and we're gonna go over jumping and the difference between seat bouncing for height and jumping standing up for more. What? Wait. I mean, what's the benefit of standing up? You get more suspension out of your legs.
And it's just a lot better, a lot more beneficial.
So seat bouncing is to get more height off of a jump, and standing up is just to be more consistent.
First things first, he's gonna hit the seat bounce around this table right here. And now he's gonna stand up over the jump.
As you guys can see, when I'm sitting down and jumping this, I get a little bit more air. So if you're going a slower speed or you just need that extra height, then the seat bounce is where it's at. You want to make sure that you're in a neutral seating position. So one hand width back from the gas tank or from the top of the seat. If you're too far back, it'll slingshot you forward. If you're too far forward, it's just gonna pop you up like this. When I'm standing up, I get a little bit less air, but it's way more controlled. And I can do that 100% of the time without accidentally going a little bit too front end high or without having a sketchy moment, flipping myself over the bars. All right, we are officially done with this video. Thank you guys for watching. And I hope you had a good time watching, because we had a great time making this video. Let's look at my bike real quick. I did 2 laps. I just cleaned this for content purposes, and that's what it looks like. 2 laps, that's what you get. Pretty tragic, actually. All right, well, stay tuned for the next video. See you guys.